Hi all you YouTube friends, Uncle Mark here. Got a little issue with, of course, something that I own again, lawnmower. Wife was cutting the lawn and it's acting up. The only problem is, that was a couple days ago. Let's take a look outside. Hey, it's Uncle Mark here again. Long time no see, I know. See if I can get it running for you, just so you can hear how nice it runs. Fuel problem, but let's see if I can get it going. Come on, baby. Whoa. That's how it runs. Well, it will run a little bit if you hold this shut, but I think we're going to try some easy stuff first. So what I'm hoping to do is, there's a hose back here. This one, it's kind of hard to see. Get this in the way. Actually, maybe we can just, there we go. This is our hose for our fuel. What I want to do is take it off. It must be the same size as this, I'm hoping. As soon as I take it off, it's going to want to run fuel everywhere, so I'm hoping to block it up with this. That's the plan. Let's see how it works in real life. I think it's just going to, everything wants to fall too. I think if I squeeze it with this, some needle nose vice grips, down to some kind of a pressure, I'm hoping we can get it off without losing too much fuel. Oh, so far, so good. Will this even fit in here? With some friendly persuasion. Alright, that's that. Because what I want to do now is take this fuel bowl off, and that's going to leak everywhere. Just take a look under here. I don't know if I can show you. There's a big, if you can see that, I'll try and light it up. The nut under there. Take that out, I'll show you what it's all about. I couldn't find any kind of a metal thing to poke in there because it's such a little hole, but I found out it is open, because watch. If you spray some carb cleaner in here, so it's clean. So that's not our problem, which is kind of too bad. I'm just gonna clean that around this gasket here, though. Just what's going on here. I guess it's gonna stay on there. Oh well, okay, whatever. Want to stay on there? Stay on there. Well, I think it would be nice if this gasket was. Doesn't look in the best of shape, but I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to leave the gasket. I'm going to clean this up because that gasket's got to seal better against something soft than all this guck. Just give me a second here, we'll do that. I'm just going to take this. Try not to scrape the brass or whatever this is made out of. It looks like the gasket's come off though. If you can see that. Yeah, you can see that. Make sure it's pretty clean. It's going to seal better on that later. Give you another shot of this. I'm just using carbon parts cleaner. So you can see it's all nice and clean. It's hard to see, but focus. Focus! Anyway, take my word for it. It's clean. Set that aside. I don't know what to do next. Everything moves really easy here, so I'm thinking I've got bad gas or something in it. It's very possible. Do I want to take it off? Not really. I think we're gonna have to though. I think it's just one screw there, or a bolt, and one bolt here. I don't know what else comes apart here. It is kind of gooey looking though, isn't it? Huh. I don't know. I'm so tempted to just go the cheap way and spray some parts cleaner in there and see what happens. I think that's what I'm going to try and do. Spray some parts cleaner in there and then start her up, see what it does. How about that? We can get in there. Oh, what's going on here? See if we can hold it there. Some kind of junk coming out, huh? You know what? You've been with me all this time anyway, so why don't we just take it off, we'll clean it up, we'll put it back on. How's that? The whole top off, it'll be easier to work on. Looks like there's just two screws on this, one here, and I think that's the whole thing on there. Let's just do it already. I must tell you, the wife sure scratched the top of this up pretty bad. And you're probably wondering, if you're a lady, why am I not doing it? Because I can't, she likes doing cutting the grass here, and probably can't do as good a job as she can. Looks like some more things here, a couple bolts, 1, 2, 3. And what'll that take off? And so we can take that off too. I don't want to take everything off. Yeah, I think we're good, just like that. Anyway, that'll be good enough. There's room there. Oh, I've got a magnetic thing there for some screws. You don't want to be losing screws. I don't know where you'd get these things. You would get them somewhere, but probably not that easy to obtain. Is this metal? This is metal. See if I can get a few better lighting angles. Is it bright as they go? Sure is. Alright, as we mentioned to you, there's a couple bolts. See if I can get you lower. Grab the camera from there. Is see that bolt right there. Should be the same thing on this side, somewhere under here. And then we'll see what we can do. Yeah, it's just right in there. See if I can get a better angle. Can you see the bolt with the light? Anyway, I'll take it for granted you saw that. Let's strip this baby down. Let's just remember how all this stuff is on here. This guy can somehow come off of there. Will it stay there? I think it will. And then this guy can come off of there. I hope I can reach him later. I think I can. Can I actually touch anything? Yeah, it gets sucked in. See if we can get that off of there. It looks like it might be what size is this? 7mm. It looks a little more like a 6. Shoot. And I don't think I have a 6, or is it like a 6.5 or something? Yep, that's what it is, a 6.5. Or is it a 6? You know what size it is? It's this size. Vice grip size. Of course, Vice Grip is not a sponsor of the show, not yet. There we go. But it could be if it wanted to. I think. Somebody's really getting very good lighting, are we? Why not? I don't understand what the problem is. It's just not bright enough or what? Hopefully you guys can see okay. I'm not happy with the lighting. Will this come out? No, I guess it's just gonna stay there. It's gonna hang there. That's okay. Is everybody free? This guy's gonna have to come out of there too. How does he come out? Probably gonna have to pull this out, tilt it, and then it'll come out. So that's a goo in there. Now, what size is this one? This is 10. Is it gonna fit in there? Wow, just about new. Well, at least it's not very tight. Almost need something with a swivel. Try and be careful with it. Or not as, oh, that's coming out. Just be gentle. This whole show is all about gentle. And the other one in here somewhere. I see him. I don't know if you can see what I gotta do here. I gotta bend this somehow. Oops, there you go. And just flip it off of there. Because it's kind of a hook shape like this almost. Anyway, that's how big the whole carb is. And I thought maybe it was an adjustment or something, but it sure don't look like there's any adjustments. I'll have to do some cleaning, see what we can clean. So I don't know if you can see in there, but there's a hole in there. A little jet or something needs to be cleaned probably. There's also, I see one right in there, if I can point to it. This guy right here, something there. So something there. Where's the other guy? Oh, and a guy in here. I think that's the only two guys that we have to worry about. I'm just gonna go crazy here and see if I can. Am I out of this stuff? It feels again. Run her backwards maybe. See what that does. I don't really want to take anything apart. I just want to see where everything's going here. But I'm not hurting anything. It sure seems to move a lot freer. Maybe just everything's just not clean enough. That could be. What kind of, I'm sure moving a lot freer than it was too. It's just all gummed up. Oh, sorry. I'm out of your view. Huh. Guess we could take some compressed air and try and blow that out. See what that does. Didn't want to blow too hard because I've had one where I blew out some kind of a, I don't know what it was. It wasn't a spring, but it was something. Oh, there's another one here too. Here's something else right here. I didn't see. Right there, I don't know if that does anything. Probably. And that one maybe. Lightly doing a little bit of that. It's because, who knows? That obviously goes somewhere. What about this one? Oh, I can feel it goes somewhere too. Well, she sure seems like she could be clean to me. Just some very light. Don't want to blow anybody up. Want dirt out of there. Okay, well, I don't really, what harm can come from this? Why don't we just, I'm just going to clean this up a little bit more off camera, and then I'm going to bolt it back on. We'll see if we got any changes or not. My mistake, I guess there's a rubber gasket here too. We probably shouldn't have got that full of carb cleaner. Possibly. Now it's got it on there now, so I'll just try to wipe it off, blow it off. And we'll see what we can do here. If we can put her back together. It's going to go on that way. I'm just wondering if a guy should have a little bit of, I don't know, there's a rubber there. I wonder if it should just have a little bit of lube on there. Probably a little bit of oil can't hurt. Keep it soft. On second thought, maybe I won't put anything on there. It's just going to get really hot, so. What we could do though, let's put this baby back on. I'm gonna put this baby back on. If I can find the kind of a jet thing that goes in there. Remember which one that was? From my little... Was this guy? It was this guy. Yips. Stuff wants to fall. Doesn't have to be very tight. Just tight enough to hold it on there. Yeah, slipperier than slippery. How many times can it drop, do you think? Huh? Ooh, just about one more time. She wanted to fall and put my little extension on there. Or it's not really an extension, it's a adapter. I'm just gonna make it just tight enough that it holds it on there. Don't want to strip that. Okay. So let's see if we can stick this baby back on. And if you remember, there's this one piece that has to go in, which is this guy here. Okay. So the spring come up to here somewhere. I think it actually springs on here. So why don't we just try and put that on there now? It doesn't want to go. Okay. Not going to force you. That goes there. Try and get one of those nice bolts that holds that in. I believe that was our 10. Yeah. Everything's just a slippery. You can start taking bets now. Is it going to run or isn't it going to run? Like smooth, I mean. It'll start. It's got to start. Not much to these. Well, I guess it doesn't have to start. I guess it can rebel if it wants to. But no one knows what's good for it, which it doesn't. It better run. I was just thinking that one gasket that was on there on the other side of the carb, I was going to lube it up, and then I thought, it's going to get really hot. I don't want it to smoke or something, or maybe it'll actually be worse if it's got stuff on it. So that's why I didn't go with that plan. Baby up anyway. It feels nice and tight. Okay, what else can we do here? Now this guy goes in here, right? It falls, I don't know if you can see right here or not. I'll try to. See this? It goes right between those two little fingers. So make sure if you take that off, it goes in there. We'll sit you back down. Move your head. Don't get sick. And there was some little guy in there. Which one of these guys was it? Had to be one of these. It's not that guy. It's this guy. It's the one that's vice grip size. I think we're thinking it's like a 6.5 or something. Yeah, it seems to move nice. what's the worst that's going to happen? It's not going to run, and we'll have to start all over again. I'm going to have to go to a plan B or something if it doesn't run right, but... Okay. That seems good. This guy comes over to here. Remember that. And this guy comes over to where? Might have to check the... Well, I think right here. That's the spring that... Whoa. Could sure wreck it easily. Oh, come on, guy. I had little pliers. That's what I think we're going to use. Just because I could see this could be really easy to... Like this spring is so light. Can we sneak it on and over? There we go. I'll even take that, whatever that is, out of there, a leaf. Is everybody happy? That works. This works. This works. All right. Let's see if it runs or not. That's supposed to be, I think that's running. I gotta sit this down on the ground though, because I've got it. Show you guys what I did, just so you can see better. Got it propped up on that, and I got it propped up on a couple of jacks, so let's set her down. So what do we have left? And what is that round thing? Remember, it goes in the bottom of this bowl here. Well, not that hard to change. What was that? 10 millimeter or something? This guy that was almost slipping out of here, wasn't he? Rolling around on some. Make sure we loosen it. It happens. You know, I'm going to risk it. I'm going to take my glove off. So you know nothing's going to pour out. That we know of anyway. Man. Remember, this piece had this gasket on it. It'd just all leak everywhere if we didn't put that back on. So that's what we're going to try and do. No cross threading either, so we hope. It's a lot easier putting it on the car before. Make sure this bowl is sitting good. All right. Not easy. I could sing a song, I guess, but if you've ever heard me sing, I don't think you want that. I used to put some music in some of these things too, and then I found, you know, why bother? Sometimes it's annoying music. You're just gonna go, what is that anyway? This way you just get to grunt and groan with me, get this thing all back together. And remember, this doesn't go very tight. Ooh, that should be good. Now, the moment of truth, after we put the gas line back on. There's another one of my lights. See if anything comes out of here. No, not really. That was worth pinching. Uh-oh. Does that stay down there? Does that go up? It goes down. Oh yeah, we're good down there. They don't have to move that around again too. Mother vice grips. Of course, they're set up for something else now, so. That should be good. Let that off. Hopefully we didn't hurt that. Should be able to just fire her up. We're hoping. Let's see what happens, guys. Wow. Can't believe it. It works. It fixed it. So all I did is just clean up a little bit. Well, that's okay. I didn't want to have to take out some of those little seats and needles and stuff like that and try and clean them up. But it seems fine. Let's try and start her up again. So just rewinding the whole thing, the first thing I would have tried is that bottom piece like we did, just in case that was. I could have stuck it back in and seen if that's all it was. It might have been. If we would have stuck that back in and went around fine, good. Otherwise, then you can start cleaning some of that stuff up. If you're using compressed air, watch you don't blow something out. Because I've had a little rubber piece that went around a seat once and I blew it out and all of a sudden I heard pa-ting somewhere. That's not good. So I guess the wife can go cut the grass again. Now I'll put it back together. Then when she comes home from work today, well, I don't know. I don't see any grass around. Well, there was grass here a couple days ago when she started. Oh, little doggy footprints too. Aw, she was liking the snow. Well, let's just put this lid back on. It's basically just a pretty cover. I think this is when Craftsman was made in the US of A. What does it say where it was made here? So we have our two little screws that hold this top on. If you see I've missed a step already, scream at the screen. I might hear you. Put that guy in. Put this guy in. So it holds the top on, which is kind of scary because I'm thinking if you hit something with it, you're running under something, that would just snap right off. Okay, what else we need? There's this piece. Let's get you closer down. There's this piece that goes. Put this little hose back on here. Not really sure what that does. It's just a sucker thingy. I think actually this goes on here first. This little clip goes in like that. That goes on there, and then that hose goes on the back. Okay, and that goes there somehow. Two screws in there. Three screws in there. You know, I know there's 3 screws because that's what I've got left. I forget what size that was now. Little. You get to see what I'm doing, hopefully. There's one there. There's one here. I know it's kind of hard to see. If we can give you some more light there. And there's one more, I think just below. Or where is he? Oh, it's up here. I see I jumped a step already too. It'd be too hard to do. Squeeze these guys. I think we need to put this on here first. Does it go on the little one? I believe it does. And then that goes through there. And then that snaps back in there. Make sure that works. Yep. Off. Well, now we just kind of snap on our air filter. Yeah. And that's what I thought was the problem in the first place, but I blew it out. It's okay. You can see through it. So I'm gonna let it slide for another little while. Goes this way, right? And then that pops down in there. And then you gotta jiggle it around all this stuff. Make sure it snaps in. Get your screwdriver or whatever you use to do this. That seems good again. Try it, start it one more time, make sure. Nice. And that's how you do that. Well, it looks like we're done anyway. Here, let's go back to where we usually stand. There you go. It's ready to roll. Of course, now we're gonna wait probably a week. What is today anyway? January. April 7th. Hard to read on my watch. April the 7th. It was nice. We had summer, spring for a couple weeks, but back here in Manitoba, it's started all over again. Anyway, I'll give her some time. I'm off the hook now because she can't cut the lawn for a few more days, but she'll be able to do it. And I don't know how she did with it running like that before. This makes no sense. Anyway, comments in the bottom. You liked, what you didn't like. If you've done one of these videos before and you'd like to compare it, I'd like to see what your video looks like too. Sometimes they're not as easy to do as you think. Hit subscribe, of course, and you'll get all our, you'll subscribe. Then you have to do something like there's a little bell down there. You got to click on that too, and then you'll get all the notifications for my next video. Not sure what we should do next. There's a little projects I need to work on. I don't know if they're going to be automotive related, but this had an engine on it, so close enough.